pictures of rose in every room. And some of them are happy, and some of them are blue. I'm picking off the blooms where the red ones are dry. Some way or another, well, my roses are dark.
Welcome to BuzzMoncton.com. We're talking with Kenny James. Kenny's got a brand new album out. It sounds really sweet. It's called Tougher Than Nails, something we can probably all relate to in this day and age. Kenny, welcome to BuzzMoncton.com.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's great that you're here. Yeah. This is a labor of love, I take it. You know, I've been through it a little bit, and I can kind of sense that it's been something that's been in the works for a while.
Absolutely. The songs, I've been writing them over the last 2 or 3 years. And so it was finally time to get them recorded and it's now available.
So I noticed the recording took place in the Vogue Theatre in Sackville. That's an interesting venue.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice big old theater. It's a great spot to capture a nice room sound when you're recording. So the drummer that's playing with me tonight, that's James Anderson. He's the engineer behind the recording. So he likes to record in big open spaces, so it really it helps capture on that nice natural ambient tones.
And there is a certain reverb to a sound that I guess we can call it Americana for lack of a better. Everybody wants to categorize these days.
Yeah, I guess it's hard to call it Americana when you're in
Canada.
But Canadiana.
It's Canadiana, okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
So we sort of like it draws influence from an older style of country music, I think, and which does come from an Americana label.
Yeah.
But it's hard to really put a label on it. But I think when we did it in the theater, I think it was just sort of part of sort of capturing a certain kind of atmosphere around the music.
You have a debut video that came out, Insane Town. It's on this album. Can you talk a little bit about it? Is that like your official first single?
Well, I wouldn't say it's the official first single. It's just a video that I put together.
Okay.
So, just a little piece of artwork just to go along with the song because it just suited that song. So, I think that in terms of a single for the album, Pictures of Rose is kind of one song that would stand out as one that I would push as a single.
And incidentally, that's the title of the song that we've been featuring on our piece, Pictures of Rose.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. It's the one that people tell me that I should, that they like. So it's like, okay, well then that's the one that we'll use.
It's very radio friendly.
It seems to be, yeah.
You also have a special guest that appears on the album quite a bit, local gal, Caroline Savoie, who we've featured on BuzzMoncton.com as well before.
Yeah.
How did that connection come about?
Well, actually, oddly enough, I met her here at the Plan B at an open mic, I think, maybe 3 years ago. And I first saw her sing, and I was blown away by it. And I think she was 18 at the time, and I couldn't believe the voice that was coming out of her and her songs as she was playing guitar, her songs that she wrote. And so I just struck up a friendship with her and her dad, and we've just been keeping in touch. And she's come out and she sang on 4 songs on the album, and she's singing with me tonight here.
Okay. Yeah. This is officially your first solo release. You've been in bands before. You're kind of you're from Toronto originally.
Yeah.
So, but now fully entrenched in the Maritimes. You've been here for 10 years or more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. 10 years.
And so you're feeling comfortable with the release of finally at this time. I guess what I'm trying to get is the timing of the release.
Yeah.
Why now?
Well, I think it was just kind of a transition that I went through in my songwriting, where it just kind of started to turn into this sort of music. And I played in bands, they were more like loud rock bands and that sort of thing, and that was great. And it was a lot of fun. And I did songwriting inside of bands for many years, and did a lot of playing and some touring. And so since living in Sackville, I sort of settled down and developed a bit of a home studio there, and that's where I this sound started to come out of it. Without me really trying, it just sort of turned into that. I think it was always in me. It's just sort of part of getting a bit older, I guess. Yeah.
And it does sound a little effortless. Anyone who's listening to the album, it just seems to flow nicely. It doesn't seem to be forced in any way. Very organic, I guess.
Yeah, it's just happening that way. It's just coming out, and I'm really happy with how this album is sounding and turning out. So
right on.
I had a lot of guest players on it.
Anybody else you want to mention?
Dave Raymer, guitar player, used to live in Moncton, doesn't live here anymore, but actually plays some excellent guitar on there. Stacey Reed from Sackville is a fiddle player, well-known fiddle player in the area. She's excellent. She plays fiddle in a couple tunes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tougher Than Nails, the name of the album. Much success. There's a lot here, I think, for people to enjoy, actually.
Thank you very much.
No doubt it'll be keeping you busy over the next few months, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thanks a lot for this, and enjoy your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
For Kenny James, I'm Terry, BuzzMoncton.com. Check out our Buzz TV for the videos, and our events page, of course, to find out where people like Kenny and all these folks will be playing over the next little while. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
These pictures of rose in every room, and some of them are happy and some of them are blue. Now the garden is their tomb when the roses are in bloom. I visit every day now